This is Worldwide Rush. It's a transport tycoon game, all about moving passengers from one place to another and making a whole bunch of money in the process. Anyway, I'm Orbital Potato. Let's jump into a brand new game and get cracking, shall we? Right, I've created the company of Orbital Logistics, which is perhaps a little bit of a sort of space theme for a transport game, but that's all right. Either way, we jump into the UK. The UK, the British Isles, is looking pretty darned good. Now, what we're going to have to do in our first order of operations is establish a hub, and from there we should hopefully be able to build out a little bit of a transport network. Now, depending on where we build the hub, I mean, we can literally build it anywhere we want. I think I'm going to build it in London just because it's the best place in terms of the most central location in the country. London is a level 2 city. As the city gets bigger and more passengers are transported, it grows, and as it grows, more travel destinations are going to be added. We can see at a glance that we have 25 people that want to be traveling to Oxford, we've got 16 that want to go to Brighton, and we've got 8 that want to go to Dublin. Now, the reason why London is also a great city to pick is because there is that demand to go to Dublin, and, well, you know, you don't have to be a genius to work out that we're probably not going to be able to get to Dublin by road. We're gonna have to do some flying in order to get there. Either way, in order to establish London as a hub, all we need to do is nab this, which is going to cost us $750,000. We've only got $3 million in the bank at the moment, so it's a pretty sizable chunk, to be honest. But that's okay. Right, so with London over there, what we're going to do is we're going to set up some roads. We're going to set up roads specifically to get to Oxford and to get to Brighton. Roads, I mean, literally just sort of point to point, which is fine. We can also do this, I mean, if we want to, but, I mean, I think I'm quite happy just to have a point-to-point road. It's going to cost me $93,000, which is actually an absolute steal, because we all know that it costs an absolute fortune to build roads in the 21st century here. 330,000 for a road, that's maybe a little bit more to be expected. Either way, once we've got some roads established, it looks pretty jank at the moment, quite frankly, but that's all right. After that, we can go and establish ourselves a route, and getting a route up and running is pretty darn easy. We just add a city. It sorts by the closest cities to us, I believe, which is quite nice, and there we go. Look at that. Looking good. Now, before we create this, we have to select a vehicle, and there are a couple of different vehicles that are available to us. All have a bunch of different stats. I mean, you can see here that we've got little trucks or little vans. We've got a water taxi. We've got some very small passenger aircraft, all with different capacities. Yeah, I mean, loads. I mean, there's a train here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, and another train there. So, I mean, this is just a small little route, but I'm thinking that we probably want to try and future-proof it a little bit. So we're going to go for the ACA Vortex, or the Vortex ACA, I suppose. It's got a capacity of 9, top speed of 120 kilometers an hour. It's going to cost me 60k, which I think is a reasonable amount for a bus, I suppose. And we're just going to create the route, which is quite nice. Boom, looking good. Orbital Logistics has got its first bus on the route, and as we can see, people are going to get loaded up. And if I go into fast forward mode, we should start to see, there we go, the bus will set out from London and move over to Oxford. It still has, it's got 9 passengers. That is maximum capacity. Hopefully, we're going to be able to increase this fulfillment meter. At the moment, it is quite low, but as we hopefully service more passengers, we should be able to improve. Now, I'm also going to get a Brighton route set up here because I've already built the infrastructure. We're pretty much ready to rock and roll on that. I am going to roll with another one of these ACAs, I think. Sure, let's do it, and we'll immediately start profiting off that route as well. Now, we need to set a foothold up, so we need more vehicles, invest in more routes, increase our income. Yes, I will. What about Dublin? Can we do the Dublin route? Well, let's have a little look. So we're going to go London to Dublin. It's all the way down here. We're going to have to select an aircraft. Now, aircraft are pretty outrageously expensive, to be honest. I mean, that's going to cost me 337,000. I've got to imagine that we're going to make a nice profit on it, quite frankly. Let's do it. Let's do it. How many passengers do we actually have traveling to Dublin? We're fulfilling 40%. Okay, let's go into the fastest speed, see if our fulfillment objectives... Oh, did we land in Dublin already? I suppose it's a pretty short flight. Yeah. What's our fulfillment objectives looking like? 37, 44, and 40. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this progresses over the course of a month. So as we get to the end of the month, we will have a... Ooh, looking good. We will have a final sort of fulfillment statistic, which is fine. Either way, I think a single vehicle on all of these different routes is probably enough for now. I think it should be fine. I mean, we're 80% filling the Brighton route. It's mostly just additional travelers to Oxford that we need to take care of. But either way, I'm reasonably happy with that. Okay. So, we'll think about another route, and I am going to get another route, probably to one of the surrounding cities. The good thing is that we can set up a route between Cambridge and London because Cambridge people want to travel to London. They also want to travel to Canterbury and Norwich and all that sort of stuff, but it's fairly easy for us to just say, hey, London to, where is it, Cambridge, looking good. We're going to use... we'll use another ACA, sure, and then we'll build a road, which is kind of nice. We can just, like, auto build a road, and that is going to be slightly more, I don't know, cinematic. It's a more cinematic road than otherwise. But either way, that's looking good. Right, this month, Norwich inhabitants want to travel to London. Management recommends connecting these cities as there is a government-sponsored grant for those who do. And that's gonna give us 100. It's gonna give us 100K. That is nice. And you know what I could do here? You know what I could very easily do? I could say, hey, we want to go from London. We see that. Here's the thing. If I just do London to Norwich, it might build me a brand new road, and I don't really want to take that chance. So what I'm thinking is that we just build a Norwich to Cambridge road. I mean, that's going to cost me 100K. Am I actually going to make any money out of this? Am I going to make any money out of this at all? I don't think that there's a cheaper way to do this, to be quite frank. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Just create it. That's fine. And now that we've got this road between Norwich and Cambridge, we should be able to just immediately set up a route between Norwich, London. Perfect. We'll just get a small vehicle. Sure, the one that costs 45K. That's going to cost me 100... It's going to cost me 120,000 because we need to apparently upgrade a hub. Right. I haven't really talked about that, but we absolutely can. So, if I click on this button here, we can have a little look. You can see that we have got, well, we were only able to go up to 4 vehicles in our level 1 hub, but now that we're at a level 2 hub, we are good. We can upgrade to a level 3 hub, and that is going to add 4 additional vehicles. It's also going to make it more expensive, which is not something that I super relish the idea of dealing with, but that's all right. Either way, this is looking good. I'm really happy with this. I'm glad that we've got a Norwich route up and running. We are moving towards a micro fleet. Now, this is important for company classification, and apparently is going to give me some investment subsidies if we manage to transport 300 passengers over the course of the month. I might not get there immediately, but we're going to be pretty darn close, I think. 29th, boom, we just blasted through that. That's very, very nice indeed. Right, financially, how are we doing? I mean, company value has picked up, which is good. We have a absolutely monstrous loan here, but that's okay. I mean, we are making money. We are making money. Income from road vehicles, income from planes. That plane, by the way, is making as much as all of my road vehicles combined. And it's a tiny little 8-seater plane. And it's not even completely full. Oh my goodness. Is there anybody else in Ireland that wants to go to... Is there anybody else in Ireland that wants to go to London? I mean, can I maybe... What about, like, somewhere like Aberdeen up here? Or does anybody want to go to London? Any additional London passengers at all? Yes, look at this. Look at this. I mean, Newcastle to London flight? I really do like the idea of that. Let's see if we can try and make that work. Right, London, Newcastle, beautiful. I've got the cash to pay for the aircraft. Oh, amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Just literally, just as I was going to do it. Well, that has subsidized the cost of that aircraft by a third. That is absolutely glorious. Connect Birmingham to London. Birmingham to London, I mean, maybe we do this with the train. So here's the thing, right? I've not experimented with trains yet. But if I do Birmingham to London, that's going to cost me 300k in order to build rails. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, look, we're making money right now, and I'm happy to experiment. Right. To where did I say? Birmingham? Yeah, Birmingham. How much is a train going to cost though? That's the only thing. That is the only thing. 923,000. Yeah. That is what I was worried about. That is what I was worried about. That is a very, very, very expensive bit of kit. That's so much money. That is so much money. Okay, well, we built the rails. They won't go to waste, but we can just add a little sort of extra branch off the Oxford line in order to nab ourselves the extra Birmingham bit. I really should... what am I doing? I really should bump the game up to full speed, but I will do that in just a sec. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with all this. Yeah, this is good. Let's go. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, end of the month. I let the game run for a little bit. What have we got now? We've got some more objectives over here. Connect Bristol to London. Connect Hull to London. I mean, that might even be a plane. I mean, Hull's not that far away, right? But I mean, I think this is... I mean, it's just looking... It's looking good. I mean, we've not actually made any money this month, but I mean, we will. Yeah, I mean, we will. It's just literally free money from these planes. That is absolutely glorious. Okay, before the month runs out, right? Bristol is an easy one because we just yoink a road over from Oxford. That's great. Also, London has grown. London is at level 3 now, which is really quite nice. Ooh, there's also another connection requirement that has been deployed in London because London leveled up to level 3, so that's fine. Let's see if we can maybe do... I mean... Something like that, and then maybe connect it in over here. Can we do that? We manage that? Yeah, that looks like it might work. We'll see. Right, new routes. London to Poole. Beautiful. And just a normal bus. That's alright. That's fine. And what was the other one? Hull to London. Oh yeah, I do want to go for an aircraft. I mean, we're making plenty of money, actually. We're making plenty of money. And can I borrow more money? So our company starts with a loan of 3 million. Every month, the maximum loan is recalculated based on the company value times 1.3 plus the starting loan. So I'm very, very far away from being able to take out more money. That's fine, though, because all that I need to do in order to make money is London to Hull via light aircraft. It's absolutely foolproof. It's absolutely foolproof. It's going to cost me like $500,000 to get this up and running, but I'm perfectly happy to do it. Bristol to London, I haven't actually routed that, have I? I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, London to Bristol. Beautiful. Let's go for that bad boy. Brilliant. Do I want to duplicate? I can duplicate, sure. I, to be fair, need to start thinking about maybe trying to work towards the fulfillment that we've got, or a higher fulfillment level, which is kind of important. Now, where are you traveling? You are going to Bristol. That's fine. Let's find the Oxford bus. There we go. And then just dupe you. Yep. so that we can get more people, traveling to Oxford. I'm only at a 50% fulfillment rate. Also, look at that, Dublin. Dublin. There is demand for more passengers to go to Dublin. That's right, we're getting another aircraft. Hell yeah, let's freaking go. We are satisfying all of our customers. Literally everyone is happy. My road network may look like trash, but it feels great. We making money? We should be making money from all of these aircraft, I hope. Right. Yes, look at this. I mean, this is just brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And we're making money on all of our buses as well. What about you? You are going to Bristol. Okay, so you've literally just started then. That would explain why you're not making as much money as perhaps you could otherwise. Right, let's let the game run for a little bit so that we can accrue a little bit of additional cash. And maybe, just maybe, we might be able to replace our Birmingham buses with some sleek trains. We'll have to see if that works out. All right, we're into September now. Interestingly, we have got a new type of objective to fulfill London demand. Almost all demand is supplied in London. Make sure that inhabitants can reach their destinations in a timely manner. Yeah, I also think we have just added... Yeah, we've just added a brand new destination for Londoners. Now, thankfully, we're already fulfilling the objective in terms of the bus. We're already doing the route there, which is fine. But I would really quite like to change it up. So can I find? I mean, I have literally no idea how to find the Birmingham. I mean, it's this bus, isn't it? Yeah, no idea how to find the Birmingham bus. I mean, the menus seem a little bit confusing and a little bit janky. I'm gonna let you get to your destination first. There we go. Brilliant. Unload and then sell. Perfect. So then we're going to get a route, add city, London to Birmingham. And then we're going to select, what is it, the beat? My goodness, it costs over $1 million now. To be fair, that's probably about right for a train. Okay. We can do 150 passengers in this bad boy. Oh, wow. Okay. The economics of this might not actually add up. Although, I mean, 71 passengers traveling from Birmingham to London. Oxford, fulfillment at 25. I think this is going to be fine. I think this is going to be absolutely fine. Let's see our train dispatch. Nice. It's looking good. Are we going to be able to fill up with 71 passengers? Actually, more. Wowzers. Okay, we have just entirely filled the London train. That is spectacular. There's clearly a heck of a lot more people in Birmingham that want to go to London than Londoners that want to go to Birmingham. But, I mean, do I really care? I mean, I feel like it's not going to be super efficient, just based on the fact that we're not going to have that many Londoners going up to Birmingham. But, I mean, if it works, right? If it works, it works. We've only got 10 travelers that are going to be coming back. But you know what? I think if we can grow Birmingham, then we can make ourselves a little bit more money. The only issue is that I don't believe that we... I mean, I don't even know how to check. Well, I guess we have to set it up. But like London, Birmingham. Yeah, I mean, I don't believe... So the BT, this is 150 passengers. This is 160 passengers. So that's quite extensive. That is quite crazy. What I think we want to do is we want to try and grow Birmingham. I mean, I've invested a lot in the London-Birmingham train route. So let's see if we can try and grow. How's the Dublin route being fulfilled? They must be going to London and then to Dublin? Ah, I see. So what I really want to do is I think I want to get like Liverpool, Manchester, Sheffield, Nottingham, ideally all connected into Birmingham, so that then we're funneling everybody through Birmingham, and if they want to take the train, they can take the train to London, and then they can take the plane over to Dublin, or wherever they want to go. The pool fulfillment is just not happening, apparently. Let's duplicate you then. so that we can get some more passengers on the go. There's clearly more demand for it there. Truro. I have literally no idea where that is. I mean, it's down here, obviously, but I've not heard of it. So, that, I suppose? This seems like an absolute disaster of a route that we're connecting, or that we're creating here. Right. Let's do London. Oh, we're probably due an upgrade to our, hub as well. Right, just get it built. That's fine. We'll at least get the demand. We'll at least get the route started. Whether or not we'll manage to fulfill the demand is another question. Pool, yep, I'm on that. I'm trying to fix that. Dublin. I would really like. I mean, I don't think there's a way that I can, like, see my existing routes. Maybe there is a way that I can see my existing routes, but it's not super obvious. We can just basically click. Oh yeah, I need to dupe this. I need to dupe this plane so that we can try and fulfill more Dublin demand, because clearly there's more Dublin demand, especially given that we're taking it all from 100% from Birmingham. 100% from Birmingham. That's really good. I like that a lot. That is great. So, Oxford is being completely satisfied now. Pool is getting there. Birmingham is completely sorted. We've got loads and loads of capacity. I mean, let's see if we can try and upgrade the Brighton route as well. Get another van. We need 340k. That's fine. We'll get there eventually, I hope. Beautiful. Okay, so that's two Brighton routes now, or two Brighton vans on the Brighton route. Yeah, we're not going to fulfill the London demand, are we? There is too much demand. There's too much demand in London. We've bought another plane. We bought Brighton. I mean, Pool, you're going from to Pool, whatever. Yeah, there's more to be done. There's more to be done to fulfill the demand of Londoners. Right. Okay, what do we got? St. David's, Cardiff, and Canterbury. So that's some Wales destinations over there. Where do St. David's people want to go? Everybody wants to go to London. Everybody wants to go to London. I mean, here's the thing, right? If I was to build a hub, which I can't do because I don't have any money, but if I was to build a hub in Birmingham and then set up a St. David's to Birmingham route, would that count as a connection? I do kind of want to check. Let's give that a shot. I mean, I don't think I can do a direct route. Yeah, I need to create a hub. I definitely need to create a hub in Birmingham. And that puts me in a little bit of a pickly situation. Cardiff is an easy one to do. Okay, the game models tunnels apparently. Well, we're gonna not put in a tunnel, and instead we're gonna put in a very ugly road. You know, that's what I've always said. I've always said, why build a tunnel when you can just build an ugly road? And then we can just do a Cardiff or London to Cardiff. That's an easy one to fix. Where are you? Here. Select a vehicle. Yep, 43,000. I know we don't really have the cash yet, but we will. We'll get there. Beautiful. And buy another one. Sure. There's probably enough demand to warrant it. Right, so St. David's to Birmingham. The problem with that is that is going to cost me 750k in order to build a brand new hub in Birmingham. But I'm going to need to make the investment anyway. Where's Canterbury? Canterbury's over here. That's going to be cheap. Let's build a hub. I really want to buy a hub here. I really want to do that as a first order of business. So let's do it. Yep. So we've got an operation in Birmingham now. Now we can do Birmingham to St. David's. Wherever it is. Here. Beautiful. Just a bus? Just a bus, I think. Just a bus. Oh, is this a new... Ooh, this is a new bus. I think. Yeah, the Gravola. Oh, very nice. Okay. I don't know the criteria to unlock a bus, but that's all right. There's no travelers between the selected cities. Are you sure you want to create this route? I mean, I do because I want to test. I don't know if it's going to count as a connection though. That's the only That's the only problem. So, if we see people in St. David's loading themselves... There we go. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. I like that. I like that a lot. So, that means now that St. David's is going to be connected to London via Birmingham, which hopefully is going to bring some economic benefit to Birmingham. That's good. I like that a lot. Right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Canterbury to London. I'm not going to create the route manually, though. I want to create the route with the interface here. Canterbury. Excellent. We're going to go... We go for a new bus? We'll go for the new bus. We'll build a road. Nice. I like the way that the game builds roads. It builds roads in a nicer fashion than I can. That's for darn sure. Right. And we are moving up to Provincial Pioneers, which is very, very nice. That's going to give us even more subsidies. I do like how this game effectively models a monopoly. The bigger that you grow, the more subsidies your company gets. It's very satisfying indeed. Right. How much money is my train making? Well, it's not making much money because the month has just started. But it'd be good to know if there was like a... How much we made last month, for example. But I don't believe we can. Can we upgrade? We can upgrade this train. We could replace it with a slightly larger one. I am not interested at all in doing that because that is going to cost me a lot of money and it's almost entirely pointless. That's okay, though. Swansea to London. Plymouth to London. Do you know what I can do? I could just... Instead of running a brand new bus, I could just create like a new depot. The problem is that depots are so expensive, right? But what I could do is I could just say, hey, we'll build a hub or we'll build a depot right over here, and then I'll just run buses into Truro, in the same way that I could run buses St. David's into Swansea. You know what I think we'll do though? I think we'll do that, and then we'll do a Birmingham to Swansea connection. Because we've got the hub in Birmingham. So that's fine. Where's Swansea? Almost at the very bottom of the list. That's okay. That's okay. I won't hold it against the people of Swansea for that. Right. Create. Yes, I realize there's no travelers. But that will still connect things up. Plymouth is probably the same system, right? Do we actually just want to get... I think I probably just want to get a whole bus system. Yeah, probably just a bus. Yeah, probably just a bus. London to Plymouth, which is going to be far away. Where is it? I should just search it, to be honest. Beautiful. Right. Bus. Let's do a big bus. Let's do a big bus. We've already built a road, so we're fine there. Would that road be direct? You can invest in a better road? Oh, I see. It would build the road across here. That's kind of cool. Nice. Okay, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that. That's a nice thing, actually. That's a nice little feature. Right. Get that built. Swansea to London is going to be connected as soon as the bus arrives and people realize that they're going to be transported via Birmingham. Now, fulfillment-wise, I want to try and hit this fulfillment demand, and we're not doing great. Dublin, there's a lot of cash to be made in flights. Frankly, like, we are absolutely not fulfilling demand. I mean, could we build a rail network? Is that possible? I mean, it's only going to cost me 19 million. Oh, but that would be glorious. I mean, look, there's a better way. There's a better way of doing this. Hold on. If I go like the shortest route. Stop. The shortest route between Dublin and mainland UK, that's only 16 million. And then we just, you know, do something like that. Yeah, so we can get away with like 18k all in. What about if we go up through, like, I mean, it's definitely closer between Belfast and Scotland here. What about if we did that? What if we did... That's only 5 million? Wrong way around, but... Yeah, look at that. That's only 5 million. And then what about if we connected down... No, that's ridiculous. We don't want to go via Carlisle. Oh my goodness, what an absolute steal. Okay, we've not done the Dublin the Dublin to Belfast bit via Dundalk, probably, I guess, because it's en route. I think we do this. I think we do this. I mean, for now, we gotta spend. Stop. We gotta spend a few more pennies getting upgraded aircraft, because I really want to try and fulfill this demand this month. Pool. There's a heck of a lot of people coming to Pool. Why on earth is it that everybody wants to go to Pool? I've got no idea. This is very strange. Nothing against Pool. I don't know anything about it. Doesn't look like we're fulfilling any of the requirements. Why is that? We're just fulfilling very, very small amounts. Right. Maybe we need a dedicated train line? I mean, that would be kind of cool. Birmingham, London to Poole, all in 30 seconds. Yeah, because it's literally this problem that we're having. Right, let's do I tell you what we'll do. We'll do London to Poole, which is here. Yeah, brilliant. We will do a brand new bus with a capacity of 15. Yep, that's perfect. And we will create that. We will duplicate that, and we will duplicate it again. If we can afford it, which we can't at the moment because it's going to require us to get a slightly larger hub. There we go. Beautiful. Do that. Nice. Is that going to push us over? It absolutely is. Look at that. London demand has been fulfilled 100%. I've probably overbussed Pool, quite frankly, but that's okay. Look at this. What a month. What an absolutely crazy month. This is glorious. This is absolutely glorious. I am very, very chuffed with that. Right, what have we got? Build a hub in Newcastle. There is a... Oh, I tell you what. I do like the idea of a hub in Newcastle. Because that means that we could connect up Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dundee, Aberdeen, feed them all into Newcastle, put them all on aircraft, which obviously makes us an absolute ton of money, and direct all of the passengers that are coming from here to Newcastle down to London. I like that a lot. I also still, I mean, I built a hub in Birmingham. I still need to build all of the sort of like regional connections. I mean, now we've got the objective to connect Birmingham to Manchester. That is definitely something that I want to do. What about the potential to upgrade? Some vehicles have the potential for an upgrade. Okay. Norwich to London. Upgrade to the Gravola. Cost me 100k. Sure. We'll do it. And then... this one is the other one that's been recommended. I guess we'll do it. Sure. I don't think we get any rewards for that, but that's fine. Right. Okay. Next little mission. The hub here. I'm going to just do it. 900k is an absolutely obscene amount of money, but that's good at least. So, next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, Sheffield, and Nottingham all to Birmingham, and I'm going to connect up Carlisle, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Dundee, Aberdeen, all to Newcastle. Let's get cracking on that, shall we? Alrighty, the northern network has been connected, which is great. The southern network has been connected, which is also great. Now it's just a case of me setting up routes for all of the little sort of outlying cities. And then we should be good. I'm going to need a little bit more money before I do that, though. So I'm going to let the game run, hopefully, until close to the end of the month. And then we will set up the Birmingham to Manchester route first. That is absolutely the priority here. Birmingham... beautiful. Manchester. Excellent. We'll use the nice brand new one of these. And you know what? I'm going to get 2 of them. I think 2 of the Gravolas on each and every one of these routes would be fantastic. We've obviously got that connected up now, which is good. Now it's just a case of getting everything else connected into Birmingham and into Newcastle. Alright, slightly hilarious situation here. Didn't really account for it, but it's amazing. The people in Liverpool want to travel to Newcastle upon Tyne and Lancaster. Now, they can't get directly to Lancaster at all, but they can get to Newcastle upon Tyne by going down to Birmingham, Birmingham to London, London to Newcastle by plane. How amazing is that? Truly amazing. That's what it is. Very, very funny. Either way, I'm going to get another one of these vehicles, which I can't do for some reason, apparently. Oh, we're probably sold out. There's only like a maximum number of like 5 that you can buy over the course of the month. That's fine. Either way, that's Liverpool, Manchester connected up. Now just Sheffield and Nottingham to go. All right, that is everything connected up. I've got 2 buses to Aberdeen, 2 to Dundee, 2 to Edinburgh, 2 to Glasgow, all feeding into Newcastle here, which is grand. Very, very nice indeed. Connect Bangor to Newcastle upon Tyne. Well, that's actually very easy to do because all that we need to do is connect it to Birmingham, and then that will just work, actually. So we can connect it up to our existing road network, which may be a little bit pricey to do. But we go Bangor to... I'm not building a hub there. That's absolutely not what I'm doing. Birmingham to Bangor. Perfect. Just throw in a bus. Excellent. Where do the passengers actually want to go? Newcastle, Swansea, Birmingham. You know what? I think that's totally fine. And if we want to duplicate this once and twice, then that would be good. Now, I've managed to keep my spending reasonably high, which is good. I feel like we're absolutely maxing out everything that I possibly can. Can I borrow more money? I can absolutely borrow more money now. That is pretty darn sick. I have no idea what our income is, but that's okay. Also, you know what I should do? London's a sea hub. Newcastle's a sea hub too. And there's a lot of demand now, obviously, that we're funneling into Newcastle. So why do it with an aircraft? Why not do it with a boat? Heck yeah. We also need to optimize vehicle profitability. Now, there are a couple of vehicles, apparently, that aren't making much money. It's probably... Yeah, they're probably all on the London pool route, to be brutally honest. I'm prepared to leave that there for now, but we might come back and change that. I do want to hit fulfillment targets. We're absolutely not there yet. I would like to, though, do London to Newcastle by boat. That's what I'm interested in. So, how much does a boat cost? It probably costs an absolute ton, doesn't it? Got Little Voyager. Sorry, Petite Voyager and Little Explorer. I mean, is there a difference? This travels faster. In fact, it basically is double the speed, even though there's an extra 10 people. Let's just get ourselves 2 of these boats, I think. Yeah. Sure. Let's do it, and let's do another one. Nice. Okay, so that is our first boat. Okay. That's our first 2 boats, actually. The fact that they're in sync is maybe not spectacularly ideal, but that's okay. Everyone is coming through. Brilliant. Nice. And we actually crossed over our what was this, like rural pioneers or whatever it was? Yeah. Cool, and we're moving on to regional fleet, which is very nice. We managed to move just shy of 4,000 passengers last month. This month, however, we're moving almost 6,000 hopefully by the end of the month. So that's looking good. That's looking good. Demand fulfillment is not bad. Brighton, however, is a little shy of the target. So let's see if we can try and maybe throw in... Oh, we'll throw in two additional buses. Optimize vehicle profitability. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to worry about that next month. That is what we're going to worry about. London fulfillment is 100%. The fulfillment to get to Birmingham, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible, and it's definitely possible by train. I don't know why people from Newcastle don't want to travel to London and then up to Birmingham. Either way, what I think we want to try and do now is an absolutely... This is good timing. This is very, very good timing, actually, because there's a lot of stuff that I want to do here. Build a hub in Dublin. That is something that I can do. It's not something that I particularly want to do right now, but I want to create a rail network. I absolutely want to create a rail network, and we're going to start the process of doing that right now. Up here, 170k. That's nothing. I say nothing. It's relatively nothing. Up to Belfast. Very nice. From Belfast, we want to go over to whatever bit of Scotland this is. England, I have no idea where this is, actually. It's going to cost me 5 million. Okay, here's the thing, though. I can now take out an obscenely large amount of money. And that will absolutely, easily get me enough to make it happen. I mean, I'm making an obscenely large amount of money. Right. Oh, I want to go via Newcastle. I kind of feel like if I go via Newcastle, it spoils the fun. So for that reason, am I going to be able to cross roads here? Nice. Okay, I think we just do that. I think we just do that. I don't think that I want to extend my train service to Newcastle quite yet. It's going to be exclusively Belfast, Ireland into Birmingham. That's what we're going to do. What the heck? Okay, so can I do like a big long chain? I want to do, yeah. There. Belfast. Belfast, yep. And then Birmingham. It's kind of bonkers. But then we want to go after Birmingham. We want to go to Belfast again. Can we not do toggle cyclic? What the heck does that mean? The route goes to the first destination after reaching the last one. A non-cyclic route goes to all destinations in reverse order. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Perfect. Okay. And now we get our train. What train do we want? Probably the big one? I mean, I've got the money, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. What the heck? What the heck? Right, so now you can get to Dublin by train or by plane. That is very cool. Okay, so we're going to take all the passengers. Yeah, I thought there was passengers from, like, Bangor that wanted to go to Dublin. Oh, well, doesn't matter. Right, there's 2 potential upgrades here. I'll just throw that down. Are these new buses? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I've just upgraded and then downgraded the bus. Well, that's fine. Anyway, get them both upgraded. Build a hub in Dublin. Yeah, I'll build a hub in Dublin. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. But we'll do it because we're going to get some money from it anyway. Exeter needs to be connected to my London network, which I will do very nice and easily. Boom. Bang in another London connection. I mean, if we connected up... We must have connected up near enough every single... Oh, yeah, new bus. I didn't even spot that. And we can build a road, little shortcut, which will make absolutely no difference. It'll cost me money that I didn't need to throw away. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Have I connected up every single mainland town? No. Inverness and Thurso still need to be connected. Well, you know what? Let's do that. That is going to be an outrageously expensive route to build, but whatever. We'll do it nonetheless. And then we'll do Thurso to Inverness. Thank you. We'll keep it all on... Keep it all in the mainland. Okay, apparently not. Apparently it's impossible. Apparently you can only reach Inverness by boat. Well, having been there, I can confirm that that is not, in fact, the case. Whatever. 700k. Can I delete you? Okay. I've no idea how that happened. Well, I know how that happened. By being an idiot. Right. Will that work now? Fine. I don't want those rails there, but I can't seem to delete them. That doesn't really work for me right now. That's fine. Right. Let's get it all linked into Newcastle. Shockingly, this is all working out very, very well. How's my train doing? My train is doing fantastic. My train is doing really, really, really well. This is amazing. I should probably, like, pay off as many of the loans as I possibly can. Company value, it has decreased a bit, but that's what happens when you invest in a $5 million train route. Wow. Okay, build a hub in Cork, fulfill London demand. I mean, do I really want to go down that rabbit hole? I don't really think I do. I mean, we are fulfilling London demand, quite frankly. We're doing it all the time. And there's a new destination. There is a brand new destination that has just joined to Newcastle upon Tyne. There are already 270 passengers waiting to go there. Do you know what? I actually think it's time. Let's build some rails. Let's set up a rail route. I mean, we've already done the hard work, right? Newcastle, brilliant. I mean, I don't want it to stop making the boats. I mean, the boats are cool. I like the boats. That's a nice thing. But yeah, probably a little bit ridiculous. Right, let's not take on any more debt in order to finance this train. Beautiful. But, I mean, we will have 160 passengers for a long time on these trains. And to be fair, the boats will continue to be economically viable, which is quite nice. A hub in Cork? Do I really need a hub in Cork? I feel like I don't. Where is Cork? Down here? People want to go to Dublin? Limerick? I'm not that bothered. Not that bothered about that one. I'll let that one slip by the wayside. Frankly, don't really care. Right, how's this train doing? It's got 160 passengers on it. Oh, this is doing the Newcastle route. What about the Irish train? Where's the Irish train? It's here. Is it max capacity? Yeah, it absolutely is. I'm going to get 2 more. I'm going to get 2 more trains because I very much think that we can supply it, which is very good. Build a hub in Lancaster. Oh, I'm not even connected up Lancaster. Fulfill Birmingham demand. What is Birmingham demand? Peterborough? Oh, we're not going to Peterborough. I've not even connected up Lancaster and Peterborough yet. Do I care? Not really. Not really at all. I do love this train. I absolutely love this. It's so darned cool. It's so darn cool. How many passengers are waiting to go to Newcastle now? Not many. Not many. I say not many. Fewer than there were before. Which is good. How are my boats doing? My boats are still full. That's remarkable. I suppose, I mean, it is the gateway to Scotland, right? Like, if you're going to any one of the Scottish cities, you have to go via Newcastle. Which is kind of like real life, I suppose, as well. But it's all looking good. It's all looking good. It is all looking good. Is there... I mean, I should maybe do something fun, right? Like between Douglas and Dublin? Can we do that? Yeah, let's give it a shot. So between Dublin and Douglas. Sure. Water taxi? Have I got one of these? Oh, we got an upgraded train. That's kind of cool. Just do a water taxi. That's fine. No travelers between the route. Oh, I think the people in Douglas are going to want to go to one of the various places that are on our transport network. There we go. Nice. Not quite a full house. Pretty darn close. I like this. This is a nice little money spinner as well. And that's a full house there. Wow, brilliant. I actually think we could probably support a second water taxi on this route, to be brutally honest. Let's do it. Let's do it. What the heck? What the heck? We'll give it a shot. It'll allow us to at least level up Douglas, which is the main thing. Bangor is... We are moving people too here, so it should work. I mean, it does seem a little bit criminal that we can't just get a boat service between Douglas and Bangor directly. But there we go. Right, so it says optimize vehicle profitability. It looks like not all of my vehicles are making money. Don't really care. We can afford to lose a little bit. We can afford to lose a little bit in order to make sure that the entire network is connected. However, I am going to pay off my debt. In fact, I'm going to pay off all my debt. Amazing. Look at that. Look at that. That is fantastic. We've made an absolute ton of money. And you know what? Next month, my company value should absolutely skyrocket because there is no money. There's no money owed to the bank, which is phenomenal. I love this. I love transport games just in general, but I love transport tycoons because you just see the graph going up and to the right. It's very, very satisfying indeed. However, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to wrap things up right about now. Obviously, this is just a tiny little snapshot of the game. I'm the only company here. I presume the real game is going to be you know, you're going to have a whole bunch of additional stuff, a whole bunch of additional features. No real word on a release date yet. It says 2025 on the Steam page, which hopefully means 2025. But I like it. I like it. You know, it's fairly simple. This version of the game is fairly simple, but I think it's a good sort of strong foundation from what to move from to something bigger and better. Either way, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.